ranking the top 5 best years in hip-hop history. This will be purely based on quality of albums and quantity of quality of albums. At number 5, I have 1994. Between Nas dropping the greatest rap album of all time, Biggie dropping Ready to Die, which is one of the greatest rap albums of all time. You still had Outkast's breakout year this year. At Scarface dropping his magnum opus In the Diary. At Gang Starr dropping a very solid project in Hard to Earn. At Common dropping one of his best albums as well. At the Fugees' breakout year as well, just amongst other albums. Very, very solid year for hip-hop and just one of the greatest ever. 1994 will be at number 5. At number 4, we have 1998. It was difficult putting it this low because I definitely think it has a case for being number 1. But man, 1998, historic year. You have Outkast dropping their best album in Aquemini and just one of the greatest rap albums of all time. You have Big Pun dropping one of the greatest rap albums of all time in Capital Punishment. You have Lauryn Hill dropping one of the greatest albums of all time in general in The Miseducation. DMX dropping 2 platinum albums in a single year and one of the greatest rap albums of all time in It's Dark and Hell is Hot. Mos Def and Talib Kweli as Black Star dropping one of the greatest rap albums of all time as well. Amongst those, you have just a solid year for hip-hop with many, many more solid drops. At number 3, we have probably the modern day greatest year in hip-hop history in my books, 2015. This for me is solely based on the volume of projects. Just so many classic projects that dropped this year. It would be impossible to go through the whole list, but this was spearheaded by none other than Kendrick Lamar. To Pimp a Butterfly, which is one of the greatest rap albums of all time. You have Lupe Fiasco dropping an extremely underrated project. You have the trap sound really breaking out this year with Future's DS2 rather. You have Travis Scott's Rodeo dropping this year, and amongst many other projects. Just an historic year, and I think it's the greatest modern day year in hip-hop history. This top 2 was very, very, very tough, but at number 2, we have 1995. 1995, the year of the Wu-Tang. Only built for Cuban links, Liquid Swords, and Return to the 36 Chambers. Wu-Tang ran this year. And you have none other than Mobb Deep dropping The Infamous. You have The Roots dropping Do You Want More this year. You have Tupac dropping arguably his greatest ever project in Me Against the World. 1995 was extremely stacked, but it'll be at number 2 for this list. But for me, in my honest opinion, the greatest year in hip-hop history, just based upon quality and quantity of albums, has to be 1996. Reasonable Doubt, It Was Written, Illadelph Half-Life by The Roots, Hell on Earth by Mobb Deep, All Eyes on Me by Tupac, 7 Day Theory by Tupac. This is when obviously he passed away this year. You have Ghostface Killah dropping Iron Man. Tribe Called Quest also dropped this year, and amongst many other classic acts dropping this year, which will be crowned the greatest year in hip-hop history. What do you guys think?